Hello and welcome to the Sandy Secondary School presentation for Transition 2021. My name is Mr. Andrew Rutter and I am the Vice Principal here in charge of student welfare, which includes behaviour and attendance and safeguarding. And I will be presenting this presentation alongside Mrs. Julie Devereux, who is in charge of behaviour and attendance at the school and who also works very closely with me on the transition of students to the school. This presentation is designed to give as much information as possible about the life and workings of Sandy Secondary School and to help prepare yourselves and your child for their journey through the school. Unfortunately, this year we've not been able to do our usual transition events with our transition day and our transition evening for parents and carers. We therefore hope to answer as many questions as possible through this presentation, and we will also have a Q&A session on Thursday evening, and information with regards to that has already been emailed out and sent out via a letter, which you are welcome to take part in and to ask any questions that you might have on the basis of this presentation or indeed anything else that you'd like to know before your child begins with us. I'd like to begin by introducing Miss Karen Hayward, who is the Executive Principal for Greensand Federation, and that includes Moggahanger Primary School and Sandy Secondary School, and Mr. Gary Preston, who's the head of Sandy Secondary School. Both Miss Hayward and Mr. Preston will meet all children when they join with us in September, and their responsibility will be for ensuring that the school continues to provide outstanding educational opportunities for all students and that your child has the best possible experience during their time with us. Working closely alongside Miss Hayward and Mr. Preston are the rest of our school leadership team. We all have distinct areas of responsibility, but together, at the very heart of everything that we do, is ensuring that all children have the best possible experience of school. Primarily that they are happy and that they are able to achieve their full potential in a very supportive and nurturing environment. Your children will meet various members of SLT during the first week in September. Many of the senior leadership team will be involved in the transition events on the first day back. But also your children are likely to see these members of staff both in lessons as classroom teachers, but also out and about at break time and lunchtime, delivering assemblies and also being involved in other whole school events. Now, we understand that your child is on an educational journey and their time at Sandy Secondary School is essentially a part of a longer process, beginning from when they first joined at primary school and then working their way through, hopefully to university or to an apprenticeship and then into a good career. Now, alongside this process, we need to ensure that we are providing your sons and daughters with the right support at the right time in the right way. One of the things that we take very seriously as a school is the fact that your child is an individual. We therefore need to treat them as an individual with different skills, different aspirations, different life goals. There are no two students who are the same, no two students who have the same level of ability, aptitude for certain subjects, or who have the same aspirations for future life. So we need to be treating them differently and we need to be supporting them differently so that they reach their full potential. We understand as well that the journey that they are on is not always smooth, and we therefore try our hardest to ensure that every step of the way there is specialist support on hand. There will be times when we need to work closely with you to support your sons and daughters through difficult stages in their life. It may well be that they have to come to us for additional advice and support beyond what we might consider typical of an academic route. But please rest assured that we will always be there if you ever need us at the end of the phone or by email. We also want your child to enjoy and achieve, and we believe that in order for them to achieve, they need to be happy, feel safe and be secure at school. That is critical if your child is to make effective progress. And so we understand that as a team, we need to work closely with your sons and daughters to ensure that they are feeling supported, they are feeling safe, and they are feeling secure. If your child or you have any concerns at any stage while your child is with us, please do not hesitate to contact us. Their form tutor or the house achievement leader are in many cases the first port of call. that we would advise you go to. More information about who to contact, when and how will be shown later on in the presentation. This year, unfortunately, we've not been able to hold our typical transition day due to the restrictions placed upon us by COVID-19. The transition day is usually a critically important day in the learning journey and in the transition process through from a primary school to a secondary school. Students typically would be then moving from the comfort of their current schools to a completely new and different learning environment. Now, in a normal year, students would spend this day undertaking a mixture of different activities, meeting with their form tutor and members of their form group, enjoying different lessons across a range of subject areas, and also meeting with their house achievement leader and members of their house. Now, due to the fact that this has not been possible this year, we have altered the nature and format of the first few days in September. On Friday the 3rd of September, only our Year 7 and new Year 9 students will join us. Then on Monday the 6th of September, all of our Year 7, 8 and 9 students will attend school, followed by the remainder of the school body over subsequent days. The first 2 school days will therefore see our new students on site with a very small number of current students from Years 8 and 9, gradually increasing to include Year 10 and 11 as the week goes on. During the first few days and weeks, our new students will follow their timetable and experience subjects from across the curriculum, many of which will be new to them. They will meet their new class teachers and find out more about the nature of what we study in each of our subjects. Students will also be given lots of information about the workings and day-to-day experience of studying at our school. They will be taught about the support that is on hand to help them, how to build and maintain friendships, and how to work independently to overcome challenges and obstacles. There will be practical information as well, given on the expectations for break times and lunch times, how to move around the school, homework, what to do if they need the toilet or if they feel unwell, and who to contact if they have a problem or a concern. Fundamentally, our main goal is to ensure that by the end of their first few days, the students feel comfortable and happy in their new environment, and they feel equipped to manage the demands of a secondary education. If by the end of the first few days this is how your child is feeling, then we will have done our job well and built strong foundations for a positive experience at Sandy Secondary School. To help with this, over the course of the next few slides, we therefore aim to provide a bit of information on the support available to your child, our expectations as a school, and the opportunities that we can provide to them.
We have 4 houses in school: House of Courage, House of Determination, House of Excellence and House of Inspiration. Each house is linked to a number of subject areas and each form group is based in those departmental areas. You will have a house achievement leader overseeing your house, and the house achievement leader, along with the form tutors, will monitor your achievement, attendance, behaviour and also the welfare of all students. The house structure we have in place, along with the vertical tutoring, allows us to give really good support to our students. I'd just like to introduce our 4 House Achievement Leaders. You have Mr McAdam, who's House Achievement Leader for Courage, covering Science and DT. Mr Pink, House Achievement Leader for Determination, covering English and Humanities. Miss Broughton, House Achievement Leader for Excellence, covering Maths, Art and Modern Foreign Languages. And Miss Burke, House Achievement Leader for Inspiration, covering PE, Business, ICT, Drama, Music and Dance.
In addition to our house achievement leaders, we have a fantastic team of tutors who play an integral part of our wider pastoral team. Now, our form tutors have a number of different roles, one of which, of course, is to act as a point of contact for you as parents and carers, and ensuring that any issues or concerns that do arise are answered and dealt with as promptly as possible. Indeed, within the planners that the students are given, there is a space where you can write a note or some comments or ask a question, and your child can then show that to the form tutor so that they're in a position to be able to contact you and respond to your query. Alongside that, they will also be there to monitor the academic progress of your child, and we will be giving them information during the course of a year, outlining how well they are progressing, in what areas, how quickly, and they were able to identify from that any potential issues and be in a position to help intervene. Again, supporting your child with their academic progress. In addition to this, they will be obviously providing that regular and ongoing support that you'd expect of any good pastoral team, making sure that they're on hand to answer any questions that your child might have about the running of the school, any events, any issues, any concerns that might be arising, and really to help nurture them and guide them in the right direction. And the good thing about this is that they will actually have plenty of time with their tutor during the course of the week. In September, they will have a slightly extended tutor time throughout the entire academic year of 2020 to 21, with 30 minutes tutor time as opposed to 25 minutes as it is currently. So that will prove invaluable in terms of supporting them throughout their time with us. Alongside this, they will of course be monitoring the attendance and the punctuality of the students within their form, and they will be regularly having conversations with your child about maximising their attendance, ensuring that they are punctual to lessons and punctual to school. And you would also expect this, but they will be reviewing and monitoring and intervening with regards to behaviour in uniform, checking that there are high standards of behaviour throughout their time with us. If there are concerns, helping them to address those concerns, and of course where they're getting it right, praising them and encouraging them as much as possible. They will also be checking their uniform regularly and making sure that they are looking smart and well presented, and the planners will, of course, as I've already mentioned, be being checked regularly. Alongside all of this, they will also be delivering the SMSC and careers curriculum, a fundamental part of the additional support that we offer to your child to help promote their welfare in the time that they are with us. In addition to our house achievement leaders and our form tutors, we have a highly specialised team of learning support assistants within our SEND department, and this is led by Mrs. Heather Smith. The SEND department is on hand to help any students with additional learning needs or who may be experiencing barriers to their learning. They have a range of different specialisms as a department and are on hand to help guide, to support and to intervene where there may be those additional barriers that need addressing or indeed removing. The SEND team works very closely with our parents and our carers, and also with lots of different external agencies to ensure that the right support is provided at the right time and the right way to help your child succeed and reach their full potential. If at any point you would like to discuss any worries or any concerns that you might have in regards to this with Mrs. Smith or indeed with the wider SEND team, please do not hesitate to contact us.
We have a very high, ambitious attendance target because we know that high attendance is absolutely critical for your child to enjoy and achieve. Our current attendance target is 98%, and the vast majority of our students are able to successfully meet this target. However, if attendance does become a concern, our attendance team will be in contact with you to discuss how we can best support you and your child. We have an attendance diamond which links the percentage of attendance to a colour. So all students really at all times should know what their percentage attendance is and what colour they are for attendance. So if they're reaching our target at 98% plus, they're purple. 96 up to 98 is green, and then we go down to amber and red. Poor attendance significantly reduces achievement. 90% attendance would mean that you are missing a half a day per week of school, which is 1 month of school across 2 years. 80% attendance means you are missing 1 day per week of school, which is 2 months of school across 2 years. That's an awful lot of learning that would be missed, and therefore it would absolutely reflect on the ultimate achievement. This slide shows the impact of attendance on achievement exceptionally clearly. Only 96% or above attendance supports 9 GCSEs at grade 5 to 9. You can then see from the graph how the achievement is impacted by the lower attendance. We also have very high expectations in regards to our uniform. Our uniform is typically excellent. All of our students are smart and well presented, and this is achieved because of our clear rules and expectations that are enforced daily by staff and supported by students. We ask for your support in upholding these standards. It's really important that we continue with such high standards. We often get comments from the local community about how smart our students look on their way to and from school. Looking at the uniform, the skirt must be to the knee. Skirt and trousers need to be the logoed brand bought from Prestige. The blazer is compulsory. The jumper is optional. The tie identifies you by your house, so they are linked by the colour and the name of the house on each tie. PE kit, the compulsory PE kit is the shorts and the t-shirt, and then there are additional optional items that you may wear. If you don't buy these optional items, then students may wear plain black sweatshirt and jogging bottoms in the winter. However, I must emphasise they must be plain black with no logo. We don't allow any jewellery in school other than a wristwatch. No piercings and no other jewellery are allowed. We don't allow extremes of hairstyle, so we'd ask for your support in that. Please, no extremes of style or colour. Plain black polishable school shoes must be worn, and plain black socks must be worn. We ask that no nail varnish or acrylic nails are worn also, and that makeup is kept subtle. We do allow students to bring mobile phones with them to school. We totally accept that, especially if they stay for extracurricular activities, they may need to contact you to arrange transport home. However, they should not be seen or heard in school. The rules in regard to mobile phones is that they should be turned off and kept in the bottom of their bag. There are lots of reasons that we don't allow phones in school. Inappropriate use, including cheating, bullying, filming of students. They also distract students from our core purpose, which is learning. If they are lost, they're costly to replace, and also they prevent social interaction and face-to-face dialogue between students. They're not allowed to be used at break or lunchtime either, and if mobile phones are seen, they will be confiscated and handed into main reception. School policy is that on the first offence, the phone will be handed back to the child at the end of the day. However, if this is repeated, subsequent offences would mean that we would be calling you and asking you to come and collect your child's phone from reception at a time to suit you. Thank you.
Here at Sandy Secondary School, we believe that homework has immense value in enhancing the learning and progress of our students. Students who produce high quality homework consistently and who then engage in the feedback provided by their class teachers make more progress than those who do not. Our homework is always recorded centrally on a piece of software called EduLink. EduLink can be accessed through a password and a username that we will provide you with on any desktop computer, tablet or smartphone. It clearly shows what work has been set, for which subject, and the date that the work is due. Increasingly as a school, we are also making use of Google Classroom and specialist programs such as Seneca and MathsWatch. Regardless of which platform or resource is used, however, all homework will be clearly shown on EduLink so that you as a parent or carer can monitor and support with the completion of work. In addition to homework, EduLink also has copies of the latest reports, timetables, achievement and behaviour points, and much more besides. It's therefore an invaluable tool to have and to use. While we always expect staff to record homework on EduLink, it's also our expectation that students record homework in their student planner. This is so that your child has a paper record of any homework that has been set and the date that it is due. So in case of an IT issue or the failure of internet access, the homework can still be completed. In addition to working hard to ensure that your child reaches their academic potential and makes excellent progress while they're here at the school, we also work incredibly hard to ensure that we work on the whole child, providing opportunities to broaden their horizons and enrich their cultural capital. To help support with this, we have a range of clubs and activities that students can take part in. We have various PE clubs, lots of performing arts clubs and activities that run both at lunchtimes and after school, and some other more specialist clubs, DT, chess club, music clubs, craft clubs, and a whole lot besides. We also run a huge range of different trips, both domestically in the UK, up and down the country, as well as abroad, some of them also local, and these are used both to enrich the curriculum and broaden opportunities and experiences for young people. We also have a very active school council that consult with staff and provide opportunities for students to directly contribute to the development and the success of our school as it moves forward into the future. These students are elected from their peer group and are recognised by a school council badge. There are also other opportunities within our wider student leadership body to directly influence and be involved with the running of the school. We also look to praise students wherever we can and celebrate their achievements, most notably through the awarding of achievement points, which are given on a daily basis by classroom teachers for good pieces of work produced both within classrooms and outside. In addition to this, we have regular achievement assemblies at the end of every half term and at the end of every term. We often look to put in place golden days and afternoons, which provide exciting and fun opportunities for students to work with each other. We also provide a range of different badges to recognise students for different contributions that they make to the running and the work of the school. We have Hot Choc Friday, where students meet with the executive principal, the head of school and other members of the senior leadership team on the basis of a range of different criteria. For example, having the most achievement points from their house over the course of a period of time. So we provide lots of opportunities for students to get involved in school in a more broader sense, working to enrich their lives with things that are happening outside of school and in their local area, and that will really help to support the development of the whole child, not just academically, but also in terms of their social and emotional skills. As we draw this presentation to a close, I'd like to make you aware of a few general points before we finish. First of all, we operate a system of cashless payments here at the school, and we use a system called Parent Pay. Parent Pay and how to use it is something that's carefully explained in a letter that was provided as part of the transition pack. Students will typically use Parent Pay to purchase anything on the school site, with very rare exceptions for a few small items of equipment that can be bought through student reception. It is particularly important in terms of purchasing food and drink from the cafe, as our cafeteria only uses Parent Pay to process payments for food and drink. It is therefore important that you spend a bit of time ensuring that you're familiar with this programme and how to use it, how to upload money onto Parent Pay, and so that you are prepared for September when your child will join with us. To help support your child in their transition to Sandy, we have also arranged a number of key things. First of all, the transition in September is something I've already mentioned, but we'll provide an introduction to the school and an outline of our rules and routines. Year 7 and New Year 9 will return on Friday the 3rd of September to school, and then all Year 7, 8 and 9 will be in school on Monday the 6th of September. They will then be joined by Years 10 and 11 on Tuesday the 7th of September. We will also provide opportunities to see the uniform and to try it on, and that will happen on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Further appointments can be made direct with a supplier, Prestige, or alternatively, if you would like to attend on Wednesday or Thursday of this week, you can contact the main reception and they will be able to book an appointment for you. We have also produced a range of other transition videos, such as this one, which tell you more about the workings and the running of the school, and that can be found on our website in the Admission 2021 section. Thank you ever so much for listening to this presentation. We very much appreciate your support in assisting your child in their transition to Sandy Secondary School, and we look forward to working very closely with you in the near future to continue supporting your child as they progress through the school, hopefully through to the end of year 13. We are aware that the transition to a new school can cause a degree of uncertainty and apprehension amongst young people. That's perfectly natural and normal, and we do understand that when the students join with us in September, they will be nervous and they will be a little worried, but we also hope that they will be excited about the opportunities that Sandy can provide them with. Please do not hesitate to discuss with us any concerns or issues prior to them joining in September. The more information that we have, the better we are able to support your child as they move through to the new school and settle into a new routine. During the first few days, weeks and months, please do contact us if you have any worries or concerns. The House Achievement Leader and the Form Tutor are often the first point of call. If you do believe that your child is struggling academically, they are the people to make contact with initially, and they will do their very best to support and to signpost you in the right direction. Curriculum leaders and class teachers are also, of course, on hand to help with any subject-specific concerns or issues that you might have. We also understand the importance of good communication. We understand that that works both ways. We will therefore work hard to ensure that any information that is needed is passed on to you promptly and effectively. And we are always on the other end of an email or a telephone to answer any questions or concerns that you may have. So thank you ever so much. We very much appreciate your time. Thank you ever so much for listening to the content that we've just gone through here. If you do have any worries or concerns, or if there are any further questions, please do take part in our transition evening on this Thursday, when we will look to answer as many questions as we can. Thank you ever so much for your time. Bye-bye.